AAPEX 2018 kicked off Tuesday with the opening general session. The senior senator from Nevada, Dean Heller, who's also a former race car driver, started the show and acknowledged AAPEX's 27th anniversary.
The first race car number I ever had was number 27. So I think that's good juju.
Next, the leaders of the associations which support AAPEX took the stage and addressed our growing industry. Here was the overarching message. Even as we face tremendous transformation, the response to that is, haven't we always?
Whether it's been the introduction of electronic ignition, electronic fuel injection, OBD2, now tariffs, since the early days of our industry, we have not only seen transformation, we've thrived on it.
With the midterm elections right around the corner, the most effective voice to reach Congress is not Bill Long, it's not Bill Hanby, it's you.
AAPEX's keynote speakers reiterated the point that aftermarket professionals need to get involved. CNN's John King and Fox News' Karl Rove spoke about the changing political climate and the upcoming midterm elections.
This is what you're voting on: taxes and jobs, trade, healthcare, immigration, and tweets and tone.
Of the 30 Republicans, 23 of them are incumbents. And every one of those people has already survived an election in which Donald Trump lost their district, Hillary Clinton won it, and they won re-election. And there is a power in the incumbency.
The bottom line from both speakers was to vote and make your voice heard.
My daddy is a superhero. I heard him talking to Mommy. He gives cars special powers that protect our world. My mommy can see the future. Super Daddy flies around the world helping people. My dad keeps people safe at sea. I've got the fastest mom in the world. My daddy can control things by magic. Abracadabra. My daddy has saved thousands of lives. And he won't be happy until we're all safe.
All over the world, ZF Aftermarket has the power to see, think, and act. Creating the solutions for automotive, motorcycle, commercial vehicles, off-highway, rail, marine, wind, and beyond. We have the power to solve problems, strengthen businesses, and sometimes even make the impossible possible.
Daddy, what will you do tomorrow?
The auto repair experience can be painful for customers who dread what often amounts to a confusing and skeptical process. Now, shops around the country can dramatically reduce the level of confusion and distrust today's drivers are experiencing through the use of digital vehicle inspections. All the answers are now at the driver's fingertips in highly detailed vehicle health reports, complete with photos, videos, and notes, which can be texted to drivers so they can make educated, trusting purchase decisions about their vehicles. Bolt-on technology is empowering auto repair shops with the ability to provide real transparency and information to today's vehicle owners regarding their service and safety needs. Vehicle maintenance shouldn't be a scary process. Learn more about bolt-on technology, simplifying car repair and customer care.
I'm Kimberly Bottom for AAPEX TV, brought to you by ZF, and I have the distinct pleasure now of being joined by Karl Rove, who just gave a riveting keynote address. Thank you for agreeing to speak with us.
Well, thanks. Thanks for having me. A lot of fun.
Absolutely. You know, the room was really energetic when you were in there, and I want you to tell the audience who are viewing this online, moving forward as the midterms approach, as they pass, what do automotive aftermarket professionals need to know in this climate?
Yeah. Well, first of all, remember, the election will change some things, but it won't change other things. We have a strong economy. We have strong consumer and business confidence. The fundamentals are sound, but we have some big challenges. The question will be, how will the new Congress and the new president interact? There won't be much change on tax policy. In fact, I don't anticipate any. There'll be no major changes, I think, in health policy. But we will have the issue of tariffs. We'll start with the U.S., Mexico, Canada trade agreement to replace NAFTA. But then we'll also have the question of the tariffs on China and how Congress can react to them. We'll also probably have some questions regarding Russian tariffs and sanctions, and of course the Iranian sanctions. My advice is make your voice heard. You ought to at least write your 2 senators and your member of Congress and try and go see them. Ask for a meeting and describe in concrete ways how the tariffs are affecting you one way or the other.
And now I am being joined by John King, who also gave a keynote address here this morning. John, thank you for talking to us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
You had some really great facts and figures in your presentation this morning that were very helpful to our audience. So kind of summarize what you talked about for us.
Number one, we have a very competitive midterm election. It looks like, not guaranteed, but it looks like Democrats can retake the House. If the election were today, it looks like Republicans will hold the Senate, and there are going to be sweeping changes at the governor's level and the state legislative level. So, number one, if you live in a state with these contested races, vote. Number two, after the election, the morning after and in the weeks after, we are going to go through some shift in American politics, some shift in the tone of how the president is treated, a big test for the president. If the Democrats take one chamber of Congress, does he change his approach, or does he do combat with them heading into his own reelection campaign? And what policy changes, if any, will come up on the tax front, on the tariff and trade front, and on other major economic questions and non-economic questions and Capitol Hill after. Be a force in your community, know your mayor, know your representative, know your state senator, know your governor. Karl Rove made a great point in the audience there and in the interview with you of be personal. Make a personal relationship. They can read your letter. It's much better if they read your letter and say, I met that guy. I met that woman. She was at my town hall. She came here. I went to her business. Build the relationship. Relationships matter, especially when it's a 50-50 call for a lot of these people. They're under a lot of pressure.
Cars today collect huge amounts of data. So who has control of the data collected from your vehicle? Not you. Soon, automakers could be the only ones to control this data, which could restrict your repair and maintenance options.
But it's my car. It should be my data.
More than 85% of consumers agree. Car owners should have full access to and control of their car's data.
What can we do?
To learn more about how this data is collected, come see a live demonstration at booth 31021.
Hi everybody, I'm Christina Jensen with AAPEX TV, brought to you by ZF. The wait is finally over. The show floor is now open.
This is it. This is the annual place to be. I see all my friends. I do a lot of business. I get to visit with our vendors. So it's a happening place.
All of my supply base is here, so I end up hitting like 22 suppliers in a 2-day period.
You get to meet a ton of people, see a lot of great new products. If you have products of your own, then you get to talk to other manufacturers and people that may be interested in that. It's just a great networking event.
The show floor is a great place to advertise your company and network with people from all over the world. It features more than 2,500 exhibiting companies, 5,500 booths, and about 47,000 targeted buyers. Remember to stay ahead of the curve and the crowds with instant access to everything that's happening during the event with the AAPEX free mobile app. And you can use this app to find your way through this convention center and expo by using the Locate Me and a walking map option. The best of the best were celebrated at the New Product and Packaging Awards. AAPEX attendees vote for their favorite new products and packaging before the show starts, and then the winners are announced. This year, there were 12 winners, 8 for new products and 4 for packaging. Let's catch up with some of those lucky winners.
It's a fuel injector cleaner, and we kind of just celebrated our 100th year anniversary, so it lets people know that we've been around a long time, and it's obviously a kind of a testament to how long we've been around.
Our agency, TFI Envision, helped us all the way through with the repackaging effort, and it's just been a great experience.
For more interviews with new product and packaging showcase winners, be sure to visit apextv.com for monthly videos throughout the year.
AAPEX's Mobility Garage is where buyers and shop owners get a hands-on, technology-driven experience. There are 2 sections. Mobility Garage number 1, presented by ABI, which features under-the-hood demos and training, like this session on ADAS steering and suspension.
Main points would be for me definitely the electromechanical steering rack, how to calibrate that system, how you diagnose a system.
We did some hands-on training, and a lot of the instructors are really wanting to come into AAPEX and see the new technology, but also to get some training. And so this is an opportunity for them to sharpen their skills.
Mobility Garage number 2, presented by National Alternative Fuels Training Consortium, focuses on alternative energy.
For the next generation of batteries, meaning basically what's in electric vehicles today, there's a lot of work to be done to properly manage that life cycle. There's certain one-off types of projects now that are effective at current volume, but as volume increases, which it does every day, and chemistries get more and more advanced, they pose new challenges for that life cycle management. So these are problems we're trying to solve.
Demonstrations on both sides of the Mobility Garage are meant to keep you ahead of the curve.
We have been shaping the world of mobility for over 130 years, creating innovative ignition and fuel injection technology for gasoline and diesel engines. Trusted by original equipment manufacturers with coverage that meets our commitment to quality. Bosch Powertrain Solutions, engineered for durability, designed for optimal performance.
Joining me now is Francisco Moreno from ZF. Francisco, thank you so much for joining me.
Christina, thank you. Thanks for having us.
So as always, ZF has a big focus for training for the future. In terms of that training, what are you guys doing?
In terms of the training, what we're focusing is on a lot of electromechanical steering rack, how low friction technology kind of ties in together. We have a full range of full hybrid units training as well. And right behind me, you have camera technology, radar technology. When it comes down to the camera technology, it's literally scanning the road ahead of you. When it comes down to safety, for lane assist, driver assist functions, to make sure that the vehicle is as straight as possible.
And here at AAPEX, you'll be covering a wide range of topics. What are some of those topics for people out there?
Some of the topics out there, we have electromechanical steering trainings, we have full hybrid unit trainings, and also we're going to be talking about camera and radar technology.
And here at AAPEX, where can people find that training?
Here at AAPEX, we're going to be doing it here at our booth. We have a mobility garage where we're going to be doing trainings. We have a tech event as well. So there's 3 of us out there, so you're more welcome to find myself or one of the other 2 guys, and they'll be more than happy to walk you through the whole training process.
Well, thank you so much, Francisco, and I look forward to hearing some of those ZF sessions.
See you then, Christina.
I'm Christina Jensen for AAPEX TV, sponsored by ZF.
It's a celebration for the advancement of women in the automotive aftermarket, and Women in Auto Care is at the forefront of it all.
We feel really proud to be so supported by the auto care industry.
This ceremony honored milestones for women in auto care, including $100,000 in scholarships given this year. Plus, 3 outstanding women were recognized for their achievements.
To me, it was such an honor to be nominated and recognized by not only peers, but friends, people I've known for years within this industry. It made it really special today.
What I get to do with this going forward for the year, I think is just going to be pivotal, especially in my community.
To give back, that's my biggest thing too, to give back to the industry, help men and women find their voice.